Regret is the worst feeling ever known to man. It follows you everywhere and silently tears your life apart. Even I have my own regrets, and I'm only 23. I always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I had this idea in mind for like the past 4 or 5 years. I saw people getting rich from YouTube left and right by making the exact videos that I was thinking about making 3 years ago. And still, this is my first video I upload to my own YouTube channel. Just imagine waking up every single morning with the feeling that I let 5 precious years of my life go to waste because of procrastination and overthinking. Now this is regret. The idea of where I would be now if I started right away just kills me slowly. What do they say? If only I could go back in time and do everything differently. But I can't. And this is the worst thing about regret. The fact that you can't do anything about it. It's the past. You can't change it. This feeling of having no control over something that I really want to change is soul-wrecking. But what if I told you that it shouldn't be? What if I told you that there is a way out of all of this? I'll show you how I plan turning things around and how you can too. So you fucked up. Nothing can change that. Maybe you missed out on opportunities like I did, or it can be something totally different. Maybe you cheated on a significant other, or you drove drunk and caused a car accident. You really want to change that, but you just can't do that. So, now what? Yes, you don't have the power to go back in time, but you have something else. A choice to make. You can either let regret destroy you mentally, physically, eating away your self-respect, your confidence, causing you depression, anxiety, and an overall nightmare of a life. Or you have the choice to take advantage of the situation and become a mentally stronger, more confident, happier person that is also respected more by others. Yes, this is possible. Because mistakes and failures are the strangest things in the world. They can be your worst nightmare, destroying you and your life, but they can also be your best friends. The friends that make you stronger, wiser, smarter, and happier. And the control is in your hands. It all depends on how you respond to these mistakes and failures. For me, this is a chance to get rid of my overthinking and procrastination, the 2 habits that made my life miserable. Or in other words, a chance to finally start taking my chances. Here is my plan to use regret to my advantage. This plan will help you make use of your past mistakes, turning them into strength instead of a burden. At first, you must admit to yourself that you made a mistake. Owning your mistakes and failures does the most important thing in this situation, which is taking back control over it. Without this mental control, you won't have the power to turn the situation into something positive. And yes, you will have to feel the pain, you will have to face the short-term mental consequences. But even that is a good thing. By feeling the weight of your regrets, you set the foundations for a lasting and drastic change. I regret not taking action and not taking my chances. And this pain will be my fuel from now on to never make the same mistake again. Now that you understand this, it's time to admit it to others and take responsibility for your own actions or inactions. If you did something that hurt others, like cheating on a significant other or causing a car accident, it is obligatory to face the consequences. Maybe you crashed a company vehicle because you were scrolling TikTok while driving it, and nobody else knows that it was you except you. Now your next thing to do is to go to your boss's office and admit what you've done. You might come out of that office with $300 lighter and without a job, but you will still have your dignity and self-respect. These things are infinitely more valuable long-term than your job and money. Just think about it. You can choose between having a financially hard next 2 to 3 months or a mental torture for the rest of your life. I know what I would choose. In my case, I didn't hurt anyone else other than me by procrastinating on something that I should have started, but I still talked about the situation with the ones around me and held myself accountable with that. And finally, here's the last step, which is the most crucial one. If I asked you to tell me anything positive about your biggest past mistake, what would you say? I'm pretty sure you would say the lessons that you learned from that experience, because pretty much those are the only positive things about this. And guess what? That's more than enough. Grab a pen and paper and start writing. Take 5 minutes to write down everything you learned from this failure or mistake. If you did it right, you'll now have all the lessons you can get out of that situation. But lessons are worthless unless you put them into action and change your behavior thanks to them. So your next step will be to write a plan for the future. Figure out how you will use these lessons to bring a lasting change to your life, thus becoming a better and stronger person. My plan is to remind myself every single day of the chances I didn't take and the years I wasted because of procrastination. I will use this pain to drive me forward and never let procrastination control me again. If you see this video, I made the first and for me the hardest step by uploading my first video to YouTube. Let this be a sign that no matter how big of a mistake you made in the past, it can be your greatest strength in the future. That you can turn regrets from your worst enemy into your best friend. And you better do that because it will be there with you for your whole life anyways. I started my own journey and encourage you to start your own. I'll be here for you whenever you need help. And now, take action.